Welcome to Duality Gamecast, sponsored by Gladiator Games. Today's Blind Fight episode features Star Wars Imperial Assault.
Welcome to Duality Gamecast. I'm Matt.
I'm Dylan.
And I'm William.
Today is a special Blind Fight episode. We're going to play a game we've never played before, hidden under this cloth. Let's see what it is.
Imperial Assault!
Star Wars Imperial Assault.
It's like a dungeon delving Star Wars game?
Yeah, loosely based on Descent. It's from Fantasy Flight. It's huge right now, and I cannot wait to play.
You always want to play Descent. This is the cool Star Wars version, we hope.
I'm pretty excited. I can see on the back here it comes with a walker miniature, and that excites me a lot. I can't really say that much else about it, but I'm a huge Star Wars fan, and I'm excited.
Alright, Imperial Assault. I've heard a lot of good stuff about this. I heard it's like Descent. That makes me very excited. My negative worries here again, because that's what I like to do at the beginning of all these videos, is I'm worried it's not going to be Star Wars. I'm worried it's just going to be a dungeon delving game with Darth Vader as the dragon. Hopefully I'm wrong. Hopefully I feel something Star Warsy and awesome about it. But I can't wait to play regardless.
This is quite a box. I'm real excited. Descent with pew pew. I can't wait. Let's do it.
Who can make a good TIE Fighter noise? Well, the TIE Fighters are hard. It's like it's just a scream. Okay, that was bad.
So what about the best Yoda impression?
No. I can't do Yoda.
I got no Yoda.
Yeah.
Wait, what do we have?
What about the best plastic remover impression?
Dude, Fence Cygnus is awesome. Look at him.
Badass rebel guy.
Yeah, I've always wanted. That's what I like about Battlefront. You could be one of the guys with blasters.
Rebel troopers.
Yeah.
Is that what you want to be?
Oh, you found his feet? I didn't even hear you say that.
Is that what you want to be? I gotta pick the other ones.
You probably won't be the Jedi girl.
I don't know. My smuggler's pretty awesome.
No, the Wookiee doesn't. Nah, I don't want that. Hardened veteran. Heck yeah. Kind of what's up.
So what do you got to choose with?
I gotta choose a Jedi, a smuggler, and a
rogue. Played over a number of game rounds. Activation phase. Play alternates back and forth, starting with rebel players activating one of their figures and resolving two actions such as moving and attacking. Then the Imperial player activates all figures and corresponding to one deployment card. Players continue activating figures until each figure has resolved an activation. Then it's the status phase. After resolving all activations, players perform a number of cleanup steps. Clean up dead rebel bodies. That's what we're doing. After resolving the status phase, player proceeds to the next round. Activating a figure. When a figure is activated, resolve the following steps. Start of activation. When activating a hero, ready all of his exhausted class and item cards. Alright, so it's an untap phase. Copyright was with Toast, 1991. Perform actions. The player performs any combination of two actions that is the figure. Move, attack, interact, which is open an adjacent door or crate, or interact with another token allowed by the mission's rules. Rest, and special.
Was there any like intro reading or anything?
No, because it's a tutorial mission. So we read the basic rules. We're going to play the tutorial mission just to try it out. The object of this particular one is the rebels are held up in a base. And
A rebel base?
A rebel base.
Yeah, okay. Just checking.
This small Imperial force consisting of one squad of 3 stormtroopers, an awesome probe droid, and a cowering Imperial officer have to get in there, and they will win if they kill at least one rebel hero. Or they can get to one of the consoles near the back and activate it. So the rebel heroes go first. Who's going to go first?
So how many actions do I get on my turn?
You get 2 actions.
And they could be like move or whatever.
And we rotate. You guys will take one of your guys, and then I'll do one of mine.
So opening the store isn't an action.
Oh wait, so
that is an action.
So is it me, then you, then him, then you, then me again, then you? It's like because you have like 3 different dudes.
Yeah. So, it's going to be you, me, him, me.
Okay.
All right, so you're like the assassin girl,
I'm a smuggler. I'm like Han Solo.
but you're a girl, Han Solo girl.
I'm a Han Solo woman. Yes.
You probably don't want to open that door, but I mean, go for it. Open the door.
Well,
So-
how do you want to take that?
Are you gonna go first, or am I gonna go first?
How do we want to approach this?
I was gonna run over and get hopefully some frag grenades out of that crate.
Where?
There's a crate right here.
When you open that tray, you draw from the deck.
There's a thing of grenades and other things and Bacta juice.
So it's a one-shot.
Bacta juice.
I'll go over to that crate.
Are you gonna go first?
Yeah.
All right. How much movement do you have?
I have 4 speed.
You can get to the crate. 1, 2, 3. Oh, you can.
So
So do you see the grid?
yeah. So
You can move diagonally.
okay. So
1,
1, 2,
2,
3,
3, 4.
4.
You didn't get there.
You can use strain
Will that help?
to get another movement point.
Well, don't I get 2 actions?
You do, but you won't be able to open the
You
crate.
won't be able to open the crate.
I'm gonna go over and open it on my turn. And you'll be just like feeling silly, standing back there by yourself.
Fine, I'll use strain.
All right. So put a strain on your guy. The blue stuff.
And that moves you
Then
one
you
more.
can just- Now use your second action to open that crate.
So you draw a card from the crate deck. Very exciting. I hope it's just nutrition bars.
What is it?
C1 Conlink.
Man, that's not even going to be good for a 2-player game.
Consumable tool. Discard this card at the start of a round to choose and exhaust a regular deployment card.
Oh, we don't have regular deployment cards, do we?
Was that?
Oh, are these deployment cards?
Oh, like exhaust one of my guys?
Oh. You also get this crate, so you can remember you got a crate. Man, I still would have got something good out of this box. You don't know how to open boxes correctly.
39. Those are deployment cards.
So does it?
It says.
Did you sack it?
Yeah,
Discard this card at the start of a round to choose and exhaust a regular deployment card. Oh, you might want to do that. Like, well, wait. But like when he gets close, and like it looks like he's gonna hit a button, you can be like, no.
Yeah.
Just can't say it like that, or it doesn't count.
All right. So we'll emergencies in case they get to one of the consoles.
I think so.
All right. So we're gonna defend this door most of all because this one we could like let them at least get in the building, but this one is really important because the console's right there.
So what are your cool abilities?
Havoc shot. 1 strain used while attacking with the blaster weapon. This attack gains blast 1.
During his
Oh,
other
+1 just damage?
Yeah, +1 damage. Tell him your other one.
The Lone Wolf. At the end of your activation, if there are no friendly figures adjacent to you, recover 1 strain.
There you go. Recover your strain. Take it off your guy.
The end of activation? Is that what it said?
I didn't see it.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
That's good.
That was completely convenient.
So you can always move extra as long as you don't stop by
Don't stop next to
somebody.
me.
Alright, so it's my turn, right?
Yes.
Go ahead, future loser.
Cannon fodder monkeys! Ho! 1, 2, 3, 4.
That's adorable.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Oh, you'll get to do this stormtroop.
Oh, they think they're gonna get the concho. Which is good.
Oh, are you shooting at me again?
Once per round. It's a new round.
Mm, it is.
What's my strain now? It's right here.
Oh, you strained it. You get your strain on. What's your endurance?
4. Ah, now I got you.
That's terrifying.
That's infinite damage.
That is a lot of damage. Okay, so I got dodge.
No, what you have to do is not dodge. Yes!
Yeah.
The book's awesome. It saved me. That was some force action.
Fortunately, I cower. While defending, while adjacent to a friendly figure, you may re-roll 1 defense die.
What?
He cowers.
Get nothing again.
Oh, save me, Probe Droid, save me.
That's a weird thing.
Counting that?
No. Roll again.
Ah.
Roll again.
Well, that's not nearly as good.
That still kills you then. Because Dylan said no on the...
I don't know let you have that because it's a tutorial round.
And we're on camera, so, you know, no child abuse on camera.
Dang, I was going to do awesomeness right there.
Is it my turn now?
I guess so. You killed my turn, literally.
Alright, so being at full, whatchamacallit, doesn't do anything, right?
Full what?
Full,
Strain?
endurance? Yeah, full strain.
No, but if you get more strain, it's damage.
Let's go ahead, multiple
And as
action.
an action, you can try to recover strain.
Do I tap this to use it?
What?
The blaster?
No, I don't think so. Okay. You can use an action to recover strain.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Equal to my endurance, right?
Yes.
So it's basically what blanks it out. Alright, I'm shooting when it dies. Is that what happens?
He can blow himself up.
As an action?
Yeah.
Okay, so you can't, it's not like when you...
Well, no, it's at the end of a round.
No, I got the range, and I got 3 damage.
3 damage?
So every surge is a damage.
Alright, I'm just going to shoot at you.
Oh, isn't that adorable?
1 blue and 2 yellow. I need 1 more yellow. My name.
2 yellow?
Yep.
Probe is a beast.
That's all I got.
That's all you got.
I'm keeping that one because you owe me.
Oh, we roll that one.
Oh, that one actually.
What's the open one?
It gets rid of one of your surges. Gets rid of your surge.
Yes, re-roll that one.
And I'll get rid of your surge. I'll take 3 damage.
While attacking, you may re-roll 1 attack die. I'm going to re-roll this one. Alright, we need some area here.
So I need 4 damage.
Yes.
Well done, sir.
He's canceled the surge, right?
Yes.
Alright. That was a blast. I'm going to do it again.
Oh, what? That's a what? Oh, man, there's all sorts of damages.
Hold on. I'm going to re-roll this yellow one.
Say what?
Targeting computer.
That's not good. I dodged it. I dodged it because I'm awesome. Hey.
It's a strain one, right?
Yeah. So I think you spend a strain right now. You just add 1 to your damage.
All right.
Yeah, sounds good. Keep up the good work. Look at that. You got range on that guy. 4 damage.
Which one are you shooting at? Larry Moore.
This one? This one?
Larry, Curly, or Mo?
The one? That one right there.
Which one? Oh, not Jenkins. He blocked 1.
He takes 4. Minus 1, 3.
Do I get an extra?
You can't take 3.
He's a stormtrooper.
Well, attack him. That doesn't do anything. Ah! Once I can you do the Wilhelm scream? Ah! Ah! Okay.
Alright. I'll shoot that guy in the face.
The one right running.
Yeah.
Alright, I hope you miss.
Same roll.
4 damage.
But it's 5. 3 plus 2.
No, that's the range. The explosion icons are damage.
Oh.
Yeah, Billy! Billy the Trooper!
Now this one over, you're going to spend your points so you do extra damage.
Straight point?
Yeah, on the next one. Yeah, now you got this guy.
Oh, this is...
That's good.
That's 3 damage.
Well, if you spend a strength, so 4. Because you can turn a thing into damage also.
Is there only 1 3 on here?
Yes.
Wow.
Stormtrooper squad wiped out. Never firing a shot. They're worse than movie Stormtroopers.
Alright, so right off the bat, I think I'm going to mention one of the highlights of me in the game. There were 3 Stormtroopers at a door. And I got to kick open that door and shoot all 3 of them, but I didn't get hurt at all. I never got hurt at all. So I just felt so, like, meaningful to what I did.
Because you didn't end your turn next to me. We weren't hugging it out. Good job.
Wow, that was amazing.
Can I have a turn? Oh no, you're going to interrupt me, aren't you?
No, I'm full strain. I can't. I would love to interrupt you, but I can't.
Whoa, you use a lot of strengths.
Yeah, I'm all jacked up. You know, I was...
Oh, crap.
Oh, what are you doing there, little guy?
No!
To move 2 spaces closer, and I'm going to take my action to shoot.
Okay. Whatever it takes, hero. We got a bunch of surges.
We got enough surges.
But
You want to roll your dice?
range, right?
Yeah, you have to roll your dice to see that you dodge or knock a surge off or whatever.
2 blocks.
Alright, so you block. Okay, so I have 2 range. I need 4. That's for both my things, so you completely negated that. That sucks.
You seriously just win?
No, because we can go first next turn. Well, I'm here. I might as well be the one who shoots, right?
I know, I'm gonna have to rush over there.
Can you... No. Who has a better dice?
Oh, I think he has better dice, but he'd have to spend all of his...
You're going to just take 2 shots from where you're at?
I think we did the same thing they did last time. We're going to recover. Which heals me 2 wounds too, right? Because it's whatever...
Over?
Yeah. Okay. Then I'll spend 2 stamina. Get really close. Then I'll... Seems like a weird thing.
Would you rather just take 2 shots?
No, because I'm worried about range.
Yeah.
And I can, on your turn, I can spend 2 stamina to get an extra thing. So I'm basically doing the same number of stuff, but now I'm...
Oh, you can interrupt me now.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. I think. Come on, William. I should have re-rolled that.
So you got the range. You have no damage, but you do have certain
Surges or whatever I need.
things.
So there'd be 2 damage if I hit.
So really what I want is this cancel...
Well,
I don't have those on here.
Nope.
Oh, that's what that is, right?
that cancels 1 surge, yeah. Or
Or
just
if
3
it's
damage.
3 damage. Who knew the probe droid was amazing?
No one knew that, actually. Because we saw it, like, once in, like, the whole Star
Yeah,
Wars.
but it was cool. It floated up out of the snow.
You never did anything!
It blew up. Unlike this probe droid.
Well, Matt, it's your turn.
So I'm thinking I've already broken this game, right? You can take an action to recover what's it called, strain, equal to your endurance level. So I'm doing a thing where I'm taking an action to get rid of my strain, so I get rid of 4 strain, then I spend like 2 strain to like move, and on the other player's turn I'm allowed to spend strain to take an extra attack, and I'm thinking I'm tricking the system, and then the probe droid just walks past me and hits the button on the console, and I can't do anything about it. So I had this cool like feeling like I was, spinning in circles, gun kata style, being all awesome, and still just a little slow-moving droid just through the fray. So that was kind of fun. Like in retrospect, to realize that like I felt all cool, and then just watched it go on by and couldn't do anything.
I do 3 damage, you take 1.
Check.
It's your turn. What do you do?
I reach out and press a button. Beep. And win the game. Long live the Empire.
Ugh.
What? Scum.
I think it's time to rate this game.
So when we set up, we figured out that the mission objective for the Empire, me, was to kill one of the heroes or get to a console and activate it. Then, so I'm thinking, oh, that's not too bad. And they're whining, of course, that it's too easy. And then we realized that you have to kill a hero twice to actually kill it. And so I'm like, oh, okay, that's a little harder. So we're playing, and I get into the base. Well, first of all, my stormtroopers are all destroyed in one go by some crazy hero. And I get into the base, and the smuggler kills my officer before he gets to do anything. And I'm like, oh, okay, I have one unit left. And they, you know, they trade some shots and what have you. But then I'm like, well, I'm not going to kill a hero. So I just get my little probe droid, and he shimmies down the hallway. Boop! Empire wins. Bureaucracy wins. Alright, so we had our first play of Star Wars Imperial Assault. We did the blind fight tutorial mission. What do you guys think of how this game played?
What do you think, Dylan?
I thought it was fine. Like, there was nothing particularly. I thought it was gonna be way more complicated than it turned out to be, but it turned out just to be a lot of rolling of the dice, which I appreciate, and it was really simple. And I thought it flowed very well. And I think once you read the rules, it will flow well, you know, the whole time you play it. So I thought combat-wise and gameplay-wise, it was very solid.
It was very similar to Descent. I don't think, have you ever played Descent?
No.
I mean, there's some tweaks to it, but the basic concept, if you play Descent, attacks, you roll dice, there's little damage icons on them. If you're doing range, there's a number you have to add up to reach the person you're trying to hit. Then there's little lightning bolts, which give you special abilities. In Descent, it seemed like there's a little bit more variance, but I played that a lot more. I haven't gotten into all the characters. I know the characters in the demo we played didn't even get their special abilities yet, so there might be more of that stuff going on that we can use surges, I think is what they call them for, to activate. It very much had like, I mean, we only played one, so I don't know how all the scenarios are, but it very much had a very just little tactical kind of dungeon crawly type mechanic to it. It played smooth. I didn't have any real problems. They made line of sight simple. I don't really have any complaints. Having played Ascent, to me it was Descent 2.01 or whatever it is, because they already have 2.0. Matt, what were you thinking?
Yeah, I enjoyed it. It's very simple. Like you said, I haven't played Descent, but I've been hearing about it for years. I liked the characters, even though I was the bad guys. Looking at the cards, their abilities, some of them are pretty amusing. For instance, I had an Imperial officer who one of his abilities was Cower.
Mm-hmm.
So as long as he's next to one of his friendly units, he can reroll his defense. So basically, he cowers behind something, which he was going to do, but you disintegrated him. The range mechanic is one that I don't think I've really ever seen before. You know, I think of blasters as just going on forever, but it's actually, I guess, more like the accuracy.
Mm-hmm.
So when you roll your attack dice with a blaster, you need to get enough number icons or accuracy numbers to add up to the range of your target. So there's no like range built into weapons or characters. You need to roll that range. And so that transitioned into the dice, which, much like a lot of Fantasy Flight games, you've got different colored dice with different symbols on them,
mm-hmm.
or different mixes of symbols. So we had red attack dice, yellow attack dice, green attack dice, blue attack dice. And then we had black defense dice and white defense dice. And they're spread out differently. It's like the white dice have a dodge, so that defense just would completely nullify an attack.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas the black defense dice block damage
a lot more.
The red attack dice do a ton of damage, but they seem to only apply to melee attacks.
You know, or potentially you could have a gun in the game that uses like a red dice and a yellow dice, so you have a big, huge damage potential, but not very much range. So you want to make like a shotgun concept in another game type of thing.
And you guys also, being heroes, you got to do a couple extra things that I didn't get to do. You have an endurance trait, and they can strain themselves to move more, or I think maybe you have some abilities that strain yourselves.
Yeah, I had like a reaction. I think you had a bonus damage ability or something.
Yeah.
Right. And then
and we used them. Used them continuously in the game.
Yeah, you did. Yeah, you did. No, it was a lot of fun, and it was smooth. It moved really smoothly. I didn't feel like I was waiting forever to take a turn, because you do alternate. You know, one hero figure goes, and then one Imperial figure or squad of figures for the stormtroopers goes, and then it goes back to a hero and so forth. So there's not downtime, really, not much downtime. We did the introductory one, which was a really small map, but I was looking through the campaign book, and there's a ton of missions for this game.
Yeah.
It looks really cool. And they're structured into main missions, which there's one you have to start with, but then after that, it looks like for the most part the heroes are going to choose the order of the main missions. And then there's side missions, which you're drawing from a side deck. And at the end of the missions, you get experience, and the heroes get credits to buy stuff. The Imperials get influence, which they can get these agenda cards, which are cool because it looks like they allow them to force a side mission. So instead of the heroes going through the side mission deck and choosing one when it's time to do a side mission, they can go, nope, we're doing this one. So there's a real cool escalation to this game. You feel like it looks like the heroes are going to level up, but the guy playing the Imperials is going to get to bring stuff to the table too. So it's not just, you know, the heroes having all the fun.
Yeah, and I think that something, because having played Descent, something they did and improved on this is that in Descent you had, I think it was called Stamina, that replaced your Endurance, your Strain thing, and it was flipped. You actually had a pool you spent instead of gaining Strain and taking away. But the thing that this did that Descent doesn't do is that you can recover or get rid of your Strain by resting. So when you're playing, you can do a bunch of stuff in one turn, and then you can take a turn where you're just healing and recovering, and then you get back in there and go berserk again. So it was this cool thing where in the dungeon delving game, Descent, you had this pool of points, like, all right, I have 4 of these. This is why I'm going to spend this eventually unless I'm drinking potions or doing something else. In this one, it was kind of like, do you want to go crazy? Cool, you're just going to need to take a break for a second, and then you can get right back in there and go crazy again.
Yeah.
Of course, as I found out, if you go crazy, and then that's the next turn's the turn you need to go crazy again, the bad side wins, and that's not good. That's not good for the Rebel Alliance.
Imperial droid just goes right by you.
Yep.
So, Dylan, like, did you like the hero you went with? Because there were, I think the game starts with 6 possible heroes you can choose from. Did you like him? Like his abilities?
Yeah, I think it fits my kind of playstyle.
Yeah. He was the hardened veteran, and he has an ability called Lone Wolf. So he actually gets back the strain, gets rid of the strain if he's not around any of his friends. He works better by himself. Very cool.
And at the same time, the ability you got let him add damage. So every turn he could add a point of damage, and then his guy, because he doesn't care, doesn't want to be around anybody else, would recover, and he could do it again next turn. So that was really cool.
Yeah, so there's a lot of tacticalness going on with those abilities. And then on the damage dice also, you can get surge icons, which trigger more special abilities. And it looks like the characters can have some of those, and later on when you're buying weapons and stuff, those can have things that use the surge icons. So there's a lot going on there.
But at the same time, it's simple, right? I mean, like,
it is.
I played Descent before, so I had an idea, but I don't think we had any trouble reading the dice out the gate. You roll the dice, you're like, oh, I rolled 5 explosions on my dice. I did 5 damage to you. You go, well, let me roll my defense dice. Okay, I rolled 3 blocks. I take 2 damage. And then you might be like, oh, but I have special ability. Let me do this. There was never, and that's one of the things I think that this benefits from being kind of like after Descent and all that stuff is line of sight rules were easy. Basic movement was easy. The dice rolling was easy. It felt like something that had been around for a while and it had all the kinks already worked out.
Yeah, because Descent's on 2.0, right?
Yeah.
So this is, although it's a different theme, this is kind of probably Descent 3.0 in a way. And man, I can't wait to get into the heavies, like the
Walker. We were looking at the stat cards, and Darth Vader has more health than the Imperial Scout Walker. So that's pretty cool right off the bat. All right, so got a little feel for how we like to play. What do we think about the component quality and the artwork?
The artwork on the rulebooks is amazing. Like, but the artwork on these like little cards and stuff is solid, just like the gameplay. And the components are, of course, nice. As you can see, these little miniatures that I guess you could paint if you wanted to. And yeah, that's all I really have to say. Like, components are great, and the art is solid, just like the gameplay.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, there's lots of little miniatures in here. They all look great. They all look like what they're supposed to. You're not like, oh, what's this guy supposed to match up? The characters are in different poses than their miniatures, but they're still very easy to tell. I mean, the miniature and the art's good enough that you can say like, oh, even though she's standing, her gun's in their opposite hand, like I can completely tell this is this character. Yeah. And a lot of other games, that doesn't work. Yeah. It'd be like, well, this guy has an arm up in the air, and this guy has an arm in the air. This must be the same character. They did a great job with that. There's tons of cards. I mean, you can see all the stuff laid out here on the table. A ton of cards. I mean, we haven't played with but like 5% of them. I don't know if they're all going to be needed for the campaign mode, because there's a skirmish mode too, right?
Right.
So I'm sure some of that stuff swaps out there. We haven't gotten deep enough yet to find all that yet. But the chits are solid. The art's great. Everything's easy to read and clear. Miniatures look good. They did a thing where all the light side characters are this tan color, and all the dark side characters are this darker gray color. That's cool that they actually like distinguishing. Like, I can just you don't spend an hour and a half digging through the pile trying to find your Luke Skywalker. It's like, oh, I can look for a light guy in every.
If you're not going to paint these miniatures, you're fine.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I mean, it's Fantasy Flight, right? So really strong on the production value, heavy card stock, a ton of bits, lots and lots of bits. We're going to be bagging for days. Like you said, the miniatures are awesome. They're good sculpts, too. Like, I could totally, if you played any of the Star Wars role-playing games, boom, now you've got a ton of miniatures for it.
Yeah, because, I mean, you can see how spindly the legs are on this guy.
Yeah.
Like, and I don't know if, I think this might be all one.
It looks like it's all one piece.
Thing. I mean, the capes, like, normally capes are super thick and kind of, stuck to the person's body. And this one, like, her cape is loose and flowing. It actually is thin. It's incredible.
And it's not, this is a harder plastic. And, with Mage Knight type stuff, you'd have the droopy staff problem. She's got a lightsaber, which is about the same thickness as one of those staffs, and it's fine. So this is really good quality plastic. There's a Fantasy Flight dial, because they like their dials. We don't even know what it's for yet. Obviously, it's later in the game. A ton of card decks. Not really a solution for organizing them in that box it came in.
No, the box insert is the same. I mean, the box is deeper, but it's the same exact construction as the living card game. It has like the two soul things in the thing and a channel down the middle.
Yeah.
So it looks like it without, and it doesn't really come with. It didn't come with. I guess they all came in. Some of the stuff came in little bags. But there's. You're going to be putting cards in Ziploc bags and throwing stuff in there loose. So that's a detractor, I guess?
Because you have player cards, which are these big jumbo card size. You have normal deck size cards. And then you got the infamous Fantasy Flight micro mini cards.
Which you do have to shuffle sometimes.
You do have to shuffle. And so that's a drag, really. But, that's kind of nitpick level, I think. Iconography, I think, is really strong. I think Fantasy Flight's gotten really good, over the years at their iconography.
Yeah. It's like, damn it, you can't see it. Well, you might even be able to see it. So good. Strain and Damage, they made them very distinct shapes. Obviously, they're red and blue.
And they match what's on the card.
Same icons,
You can look at the black icon on the card and know exactly which one of these little chits they're talking about. So, really solid. I'm totally happy with the production value. I have to go to the nitpick to criticize it.
Let's do it.
All right.
I think that a lot of games of all types, board games, video games, struggle with a certain balance between either quantity over quality or quality over quantity. This strikes a balance that is so hard and so meaningful when it's done right. It has so much content that you can just play around for hours, days, months, years, and still be entertained the next time you play. And the gameplay is so solid that it just makes sense. And I feel like there's endless things to do with this game, including, regarding expansions, and there's not many things wrong with this game. Maybe things could get a little messy. You might need a big table, and a large group of players is probably preferred, but otherwise this game is excellent and it's a must-buy.
Alright, so I'm going to lead off and saying I think this is a love it. For me, it did the thing it didn't do the thing I was worried, and it doesn't feel to me that much like Star Wars over any other dungeon delving game to me. When I played it, it was fun, I enjoyed it, but it felt like I was playing Descent to me. I mean, I was playing as a cool smuggler, but it could have also been an archer, an elven archer. I didn't get for me, it didn't feel like Star Wars, Star Wars. Mind you, I didn't pick a Jedi. Maybe I should have done that. Maybe I would have felt that more. But gameplay solid, art's amazing, enjoyed my time. It just wasn't Star Warsy for some reason to me.
I am so pleased with this game. Imperial Assault, Star Wars Imperial Assault, was a blast. And we just played the tutorial mission. And just from that one game and flipping through the campaign manual, I'm really excited about playing a campaign out of this and getting in there to bigger battles. And then I'm also intrigued because I know it's Fantasy Flight. They're going to roll out a bunch of new miniatures and expansions. And this game also has skirmish rules where you don't have to do a mission. You can just fight each other. So I'm really looking forward to playing this game for a long, long time. If I had one quibble, it's the price point. I had to get it on sale, and it was still at the top of what I'm generally willing to pay for a game. So that's my only real quibble, and that's what's going to keep this from being a must-buy right now. But it's definitely a love it. You should check it out if you can play it with friends, or if you got the disposable cash, check it out. Thanks for checking out this Blind Fight episode. If you'd like to subscribe to our channel, click on me. And thank you very much to all these people for helping us out today.